46-10 for the 46 defense. Congratulations, Mike.
Bob, his birthday would have been on February 2nd. This is a fitting birthday gift for Mr. Hallis.
How often during the game did you think of George Hallis?
I always think of Coach Hallis. It's because of him I'm here.
He loves us whether or not we know it. And he'll forgive all our sins. Oh, yeah. And all he asks of us, oh, yeah, is we give each other love. Oh, yeah. Love your mother. She bore you. Love your father. It worked for you. Love your sister. It's good to you. Love your brother. Love your brother. Don't go and talk about my father. It's good to us. God is my friend. Jesus is my friend. And when we call on him for mercy, Father, he'll be merciful, my friend. Oh, yes, he will. All he asks of us, I know. Whoa, oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be now. Where did all the blue skies go? Poison is the wind that blows from the north and south and east. Whoa, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be now. Oil wasted on the oceans and upon our seas, fish full of mercury. Oh, oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. Radiation underground and in the sky. Animals and birds who live nearby our lives. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. What about this overcrowded land? How much more will you from me? Can't you stand?
And I just never forget, as a kid, watching all the Super Bowl games.
Let's talk about the spread, but you beat it by 3 times at least with the 46-10 victory.
Well, the thing that Buddy Ryan had expressed to us all week long, that they were exactly the same team that we played the second game of the year. We just let them do all the talking all week long, and we knew we had a good game plan, and we came out and performed real well.
So those boys are pretty well bruised up now.
and watching Monday Night Football, and my mom said, it's time to go to bed. But I said, no, Mom, I want to play pro football one day. And I never would have ever thought that when my dad took me outside to kind of throw the ball around, that this ball would have taken me places. But I want to tell young students, the ball without education and without the proper mentoring is a disaster. So I encourage the young people that they have to develop character, because football by itself is a non-transferable skill. But you can take everything that you learn from the coaches and the teachers, you can take with you and you can apply it, and you can parlay the game from the playing field to the game of life, and then come back and help the next generation on their journey.
Ladies and gentlemen,
on January 6, 1985, the Chicago Bears stood within reach of the Super Bowl for the first time. Their journey to San Francisco had been marked by challenges met, and in their wake, the Bears had left a trail of bruised opponents and broken records. But for Chicago, the final step from the NFC Championship game to Super Bowl 19 proved to be beyond reach. The bold journey had ended in frustration. However, the true significance of the Bears' 1984 season lay in the great distance they had come and the hard-fought road upon which they had traveled.
On October 31st, 1983, professional football bid farewell to its founding father. At the age of 88, George Stanley Halas passed away. For over 60 years, Coach Halas and the National Football League were one and the same. Halas was one of the game's first players, and his many coaching innovations kept pro football moving forward. But it was Halas's fiery spirit that sparked the Chicago Bears, as no other team so clearly reflected the personality of its head coach.
Of the Bears today, a special commemorative patch for George Stanley Halas, the Papa Bear, who will certainly be missed throughout the National Football League, and what a mark he has left on the game of professional football. Ryan Osborne, McMichael for the injured Dan Hampton, rookie Tyrone Keys in Harris's spot.
The 1983 Chicago Bears played with the kind of spirit and style that would have made Halas proud. The Bears lost 7 of their first 10 games, but they never lost their heart. By winning 5 of its last 6 games, Chicago finished strong. The Chicago Bears, a team possessing a proud past as they move toward a promising future.
Tyrone Keys and Al Harris certainly have been two key components here today defensively for the Chicago Bears.
The Bears won their division championship for the first time in 21 years. They were a special team, possessing the guile and finesse to avoid opponents, as well as the fury and muscle to meet them head on. This winning combination of brains and brawn was the reason the Bears were successful in their battle for first. For these qualities forged the mental and physical toughness essential in the 1984 Chicago Bears' fight to the finish. Tour, winds gusting up to 35 miles an hour. And we'll see as the afternoon progresses what kind of an effect that will have. Butler looking away from Brown to Redden. Floats down at the 5, and Redden brings it out from there to about the 18. Cliff Thrift down to make the tackle. This time is where
Buddy Ryan has a new wrinkle, and that is to put Tyrone Keys in on passing down. They have their full
direction. Turned away by Tyrone Keys. That was part of their package. That was part of the scheme. He's 6'8", and he batted it down.
Ahead 17-0, the stage was set for one final magic moment.
And now the winner that everybody talked about.
I wonder if
finally arrived.
maybe they're cheering for the snow.
The best thing about that day was the last fumble.
Third down, 11 yards to go for Dieter Brock and company. Brock back to pass, the rush on for and hammered down. Here's the ball. Picked up by Wilbur Marshall. Marshall running across the line. Go. 30, 20. This all the way. 15 yards. 5 touchdown. Oh, man. What a way to end. Oh. Wilbur Marshall has scored for the Chicago Bears.
I can still see it in slow motion when Wilbur Marshall picks up the ball. The Fridge is leading him down the field, and we all are just running with him.
Fridge ain't losing no ground now. He's right with him.
You can't write a script for this, just the way it all ended.
Not to get theatrical, but I mean, how better can you write a script here for crying out loud?
And the snow starts coming down, and the fans went absolutely crazy.
The Bears were going to their first Super Bowl. Mike Ditka's thoughts turned to Papa Bear George Halas, the man who had hired him to get them there.
And I think right there, the old man was saying, that's the first time since '63.
And finally, a Super Bowl for the Chicago Bears. Walter Payton hugging Virginia and Ed McCaskey. Now linebacker Otis Wilson. Inside the Bear locker room for the owners of the Chicago Bears. She, of course, is a lovely daughter of the late George Halas, the founder, who was the coach of this team the last time they won a championship. And the Fridge, number 72, William Parrott. A team of destiny, according to Bud Grant, before this game started. And the former Minnesota Viking coach knew something there, because today they became the first playoff team in history to record back-to-back shutouts. First it was the Giants, and now it's the Rams. And our post-game activities will continue live from Soldier Field in Chicago.
We're getting ready for the trophy presentation because the winner of the National Football Conference receives a...
Chicago Bear fans here in Soldier Field and in Chicago and everywhere for all the love and support that they've shown to us during this year and especially today. This trophy was established by the National League owners in March of 1984. And last year the 49ers won it, but there wasn't a ceremony like this. The trophy wasn't ready for presentation. So this year we have it right here in Chicago.
Well, Mrs. McCaskey, of course, Virginia McCaskey is George Halas' daughter. Congratulations to you, but you're going to make your presentation, of course, to the president of the Chicago Bears.
Yes, I am. I just want to mention first that a lot of people have said to me this week, or this year, isn't it too bad your dad wasn't here to see this? Well, I think he's been with us the whole season, and I think he's here with us now, and he'll be with us always.
Such triumphs will always rekindle fond memories of yesterday, and of a man who is gone but will never be forgotten. George Halas has not abandoned the Chicago Bears, for his spirit will forever be present in every member of the team he built, coached, and made legendary. The Chicago Bears, a team with a proud past and a promising future.
So since God has given us his Hall of Fame of people who have gone before us and had great faith despite hard times, let us run with endurance the race God has set before us.
George Halas leaves behind many memories and friends, but also an imperishable monument, the National Football League. As much as anybody, he is responsible for what millions of Americans do with their Monday nights.
Tyrone Keys at 6'7", he gets up there and gets a hand.
Batted away by Tyrone Keys. That was part of their package. That was part of the scheme. He's 6'8", and he batted it down.
Buddy Ryan has a new wrinkle, and that is to put Tyrone Keys in on passing down. They have their 46. Buddy Ryan calls Keys too tall. So he said, we're going to put too tall in there because Dieter Brock is going to have a tough time throwing overs, and we want...
And their Sunday afternoon.
And finally, a Super Bowl for the Chicago Bears.
Halas watched his game rise from small-town rivalries to Super Sunday epics. His esteemed position in the NFL is further illuminated by the highest victory total in pro history. What that doesn't reflect, however, are the many lives he touched.
For many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Thank you all. God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for the on and off-field accomplishments of 2009 inductee Tyrone Keys. You earned it. Oh, okay.
What's up, big guy?
It's called All Sports Community Service, and it's been around for 20 years.
Huh? You gonna be studying?
It was started by Tyrone Keys, who once played in the NFL for the Chicago Bears and was on the team when they won a Super Bowl.
I always got time for every young person that's willing to give back to society. Begins with one person, and one person touching another person touching another person.